What's up, y'all? Let me get like a little. What's up, y'all? This your girl Sid, and y'all are tuned into my YouTube channel, S Files. You know, I gotta do the hand gestures, right? But what's good? It's been a minute since I've made a video. So I don't want to talk too much, but I want to talk enough because I have not made a video in so long, and I'm so excited because it took a lot out of me to just fix myself up, sit in front of this camera with this fucking ring light. Yeah, I got my bomb bombs in the back. It's been a journey. It's been a struggle, and I'm gonna try to articulate it in the best way without making my struggles the core of why I made this video. If this your first time stumbling across my videos, my name is Sydney, and I'm a random ass bitch. I talk about whatever comes to mind, but ultimately, I'm like a spiritual person. Like I just love energy, and I love talking about energy and just coming to new conclusions, realizations, with the world around us. And I feel like it's some awesome ass, beautiful ass people out there. So I just love to create, content that draws people in and, can reach somebody. So anyway, if you're watching this, I love you. And I just wish you nothing but light and love in this season. And I hope that, you and yours, that, your loved ones around you are just, doing okay. Like this shit is, it's crazy. So if your head is above water, like it's gonna be okay. Like I promise you, like it's so tough right now, but we gonna figure this shit out like 100%. So anyway, I just want to make a video because I haven't posted in a long time. Like my partner was like, why haven't you posted a YouTube? And I'm just like, dude, that's been the last thing on my mind. And it sucks because I feel like I was just thinking about, like, I feel like I haven't been hungry for anything lately. Like, I don't have a drive. I feel like the worst thing is to not have a passion or drive for something. So, like, when I started making YouTube videos and, back when I started college, like, I was so excited and passionate. I was just like, my voice was squeaky and high pitched, and I was super excited. And, like I wanted my channel to anchor, like helping uplift people who are going through anxiety and overthinking, just people that are depressed or just having a freaking bad day. I just wanted to create a page that just put out content to just get people to think and to reflect and to heal and to laugh, So that was my purpose. And, of course, life's and life throws you things. And, oftentimes we get sidetracked and get behind. I'm trying to make sure I ain't got nothing in my nose. But anyway, man, so yeah, it's been a little journey, but I do want to talk about it a little bit in this video today. Just kind of catch up and send y'all my love. But yeah, one thing about me is like I love being transparent. Like you ain't gonna know every single detail about me because I'm a mysterious person. But at the same token, I don't have nothing to hide from a soul. Like nobody can ever pull some shit out they hat and try to throw it at me because anything I share, I'm open with it. I'm sending love. I'm hoping I receive it back. But like I just love being truthful, like honest, like it just makes for a genuine connection with people. So anyway, I hope y'all can take something from this video, just me kind of talking about life and shit like that. And I'm eager to get back into it. Like YouTube was my first love. My dream was like to actually build a platform on here where I could just express myself and create an art that will help people in some type of way or bring some type of value to somebody. And so, times are changing now. TikTok is like the new thing, right? And so I've been making more videos on TikTok than freaking on YouTube. So it's just like knowing that I strayed away from my first love or my first passion, like I feel like I need to get back to that and try harder, like nowadays it's easier to put content on TikTok and your likelihood of getting, views or going viral is easier than YouTube, so a lot of people are appealing to like platforms that kind of give them easy access for exposure. And it's like, definitely check out my TikTok is MAP4L, MAP4L. I be talking about random shit, so definitely check me out. But like, I just loved on YouTube, like you can put more like the time length is extended and you can really get deep into whatever you're trying to talk about. So anyway, I just feel like it was just kind of like my heart got broken by YouTube. I feel like I was always trying to push and put out content, and I didn't see any growth. And I know that I definitely could have been more consistent, just more devoted, of course. But like when you're doing your best at the time with what you have and you're trying to push, and like you don't see any returns on your investments, it gets discouraging. So, maybe I just have to recuperate and just come back, with a different approach and make sure I'm doing it for the right reasons, doing it to connect with people and reach people. So here I am. So yeah, y'all. It's what's today's date? It's October 14th, right? Or is that? It's October 21st. Oh my goodness. And yeah, it's 2022. I can't keep up with dates and shit no more, for real. But long story short, like, okay, my dog is being so annoying right now. Like, hey, Charlie, come on, dude. And like, even with my puppy, like, basically, like, y'all, I'm fighting for my life. But like, even with my pup, I've been so irritated and anxious and just, it's been frustrating. Like, I feel like I've been neglecting him a bit. Like, he wants to cuddle and hug me, but I don't even want to be touched by nobody. And I feel bad because, like, he wants to love me. And I'm just in a place where I'm just like, I don't even know how to love myself, But like, my quick timeline, like, we all done went through 2 years of the pandemic. And I feel like everybody was affected by that. On top of that, I lost my father and I lost my grandmother, which was his mother, in a very short time frame. And I think that really flipped our family upside down because it was something, of course, we weren't prepared. It was so sudden that to process it, we're still processing. I feel like the aftermath of losing a loved one is probably worse after the fresh cut of them being gone than like, I feel like I got something on. Then like, just experiencing it. I feel like the pain or what I'm processing now is more difficult than like just the day after losing somebody. Like I can remember that day like the back of my hand. So, what I'm saying? Like it's definitely a lot to come to terms with. And so this is the real healing process, the aftermath. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize the aftermath of shit is way more intense than like going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like say you get surgery or something. The surgery is the surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like you in a kind of a shock when you're in surgery. But after surgery, when you feel the pain or whatever was repaired or whatever, that's really the hard part. Repairing yourself, like just therapy, like that's the difficult part. So anyway, like, it's just so crazy. Like this is probably like the most difficult part of my life. Before the pandemic, like, or during the pandemic, I left like my stable job. I was like hitting a wall of depression because I felt like I was super unhappy with what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just working these jobs to fill this void because I felt like I should, you're supposed to work, graduate college, work a decent job, blah, 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 benefits, all this BS. And so I got into deep depression doing that because I was spending all this time dedicating to these companies and I didn't find any joy out of it. I gained a lot of anxiety and stress with these jobs that required like a lot out of you. I picked up bad habits, drinking more, smoking, like carousing, just being places, being with people I shouldn't have been with. It was just like, I just saw myself spiraling. And on the outside, like, I feel like if you get up and you're going to work, you're making money, even the people closest to you, they don't necessarily see the problems that you're dealing with on the inside because on the outside, you're doing the basic day-to-day things like everybody else. And so it took for me to hit a wall to where I literally logged off my computer and I'm like, hey, where do I send you guys this equipment? I cannot do this anymore. It was compromising my well-being. And like the most frustrating thing about going through mental woes is that nobody's going to understand what you're going through. Nobody's really going to be able to articulate what you're going through. So it's literally you having to be brave enough to do whatever you have to do to heal yourself and to take care of yourself. So I had to take that moment back. And basically once I left that strenuous job, I kind of just went on a rampage, like maybe a year or two, just working a job, then quitting, or working it for a day. I don't like it. It was like I drained myself so much in these institutions that I didn't have any energy to just play it. Like if I'm not content or if this job doesn't bring me some type of joy, even though it's not my dream job, I just can't stay in it. And so, of course, my parents probably were looking at me crazy, like, what the hell is going on with you? But I'm a person dealing with real mental issues. I'm not getting any help for it. I'm just trying to stay sane and trying to just keep staying afloat. And so my heart just goes out to people really battling depression and all these different aspects of it, because nobody can gauge how deep you're in it and what is necessary for you to become healthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm at this point in my life, I cannot stress myself out at a job and then risk my well-being, my livelihood. I can't do it. And there's people that literally kill themselves from trying to perform at these jobs that's never going to save you, never going to create generational wealth. It's just so sad. So right now, I might look like a ball of confusion to people that I value their opinions, such as my mother or things like that. But the way that I'm thinking and trying to process everything I'm going through is because I know I want to create a bigger avenue of opportunity for my family in the future, where my mother doesn't have to worry about finances, even after my dad has passed, or, excuse me, my sister and my brother, like, my sisters, like, in plural, like, they don't have to work. I just want to create that opportunity when I get married and have children one day. Like, I want them to not have to think about the same stressors that everyday Americans that are not rich have to think about, especially being a colored person, a black person in America of color. Y'all, I tripped y'all up on the color, right? But like, just being black in America, the struggles, like how most black people are born into poverty. That's a whole nother topic. But like, in my mind, I'm trying to create these avenues for myself, but I still have to perform on a day-to-day scale. And it's definitely difficult, just trying to stay sane when your mind needs so much love and attention and nurturing. And then you're also just trying to perform in a systematic way where the world doesn't care about what you got going on. You still have to perform. So it's just freaking effed up, but it's the matrix, right? So anyway, just trying to heal from self. I feel like that's been the top thing, me trying to heal from myself. And then on top of that, we've all been affected by a pandemic, being in a house for 2 damn years. Like, we're fucking robots or something, or literally in prison for 2 years. Now the world's trying to acclimate after. We're going into inflation, which is another pandemic. And then after that pandemic, you know what I'm saying? We're going to hit a freaking economical default, like whatever you want to call it. Like, then on top of that, if a war just wants to pop off, like, it's just so much stuff, like, it never stops, right? So ultimately, like, in my spirit, I just know I have to get right within. I have to heal, and I have to grow and evolve inside, because this world is always going to be changing. It's always going to be something. After COVID, it's going to be it's a never ending cycle. So just finding that health within, that vitality is so important. Because like sometimes I rant about my issues, I might rant to someone close to me. I realize I have to transmute that energy, because everybody got their own shit they're going through. I don't even want to be a burden to someone, just dumping all of my waste or my just hurt and pain onto someone else, because we're all equally going through something. Some people might see their problems as minimal. Some people might see their problems as like a maximum thing, but ultimately we're all processing shit. So I don't know. I just been trying my best to find a way. It's been so hard. It's been so hard. Like, I don't even want to cry because I'm tired of crying. I tried to do a little makeup today. I'm trying to get better on my makeup. Like, it's been so hard. And nobody knows your struggles. So it's like, damn, do I undermine my struggles, or do I give myself credit that, hey, I got up today and I washed my ass and put on clothes today because I didn't want to get out of bed today. I didn't go to work today. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so fucking hard. And I just feel like being a thinker on the level that I think, like, people like me, I feel like being a mental person, like, not like you're just psychologically just impaired, but like being a person that's in their head, that's a complex thinker. When you go through like mental, like, obstacles, like it's so much more intense because you're already analyzing life naturally, because that's just what you are. You're a thinker. And then now you're analyzing life on a whole nother scale because like you're trying to process all the shit that's coming to you. And so, man, y'all, I just been trying to stay sane, just find positive ways to cope, like get out of my like rut that I've been in. Like a lot of, everything that's going on in my life is ultimately my own doing. Like, a lot of people don't like to acknowledge that, but like where we are in our lives is us. You know what I'm saying? We're just fighting against ourselves. Like, even though the system is a bullshit ass system, beyond the system, like we're fighting against ourselves, because the ability that we have to conquer any obstacle in our way, we are able. We have everything that we need to knock down any walls. Like, we're capable. And so even though it's a cliche thing to say, I know I'm going to come out of this situation. I know I'm going to find stability and happiness and whatever it is God wants me to do in this season. So I'm just I've basically been in conditioning, man. It's been hard. I done had terrible breakdowns some days. Like I started therapy, and then like my first time actually talking to someone, I've been in therapy for maybe 6-7 months, and I feel like it's absolutely not helping at all. Maybe, I have friends in therapy, that tell me, okay, maybe you should just try to find another therapist. But I think nothing's more disheartening when you're literally crying for help. You feel like you found somebody, or you're actually trying to do things to better yourself, and then you feel like you're not getting anything out of it. So maybe I'm going to try to be more patient with my therapist, because I can't put everything on her, but I think the care and the attentiveness I need right now, I'm not getting it. So it's just like, fuck it. I got to be my own therapist. I got to work through whatever I'm going through. Like, it's just, this is life. Like, when we were in high school, college, like even growing up, like I grew up in an urban city, an urban neighborhood, but like I was always had everything I needed. Like, my parents did an amazing job. They cultured us to like have certain experience. I'm blessed. Like, so beyond even like certain obstacles of like where you grew up and the type of life you live, like I don't even know how to explain it, but like like nobody ever told you life was gonna be shitty. Like, this shit is hard. Like, when you're young, even when your parents are providing, they might tell you about their struggles. I just feel like the struggles of today are completely different. Like, our gas has been the highest this year ever in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, things are inflating to a level like we've never seen these days. So like, we're adjusting to a new normal, and it's a lot. And the whole world is getting their ass kicked. Like, even the wealthy are going to get their butts kicked when the economy drops. Everybody's getting affected. At least the wealthy, they can pull their money out and, do what they want to do with it. But eventually, like, if these poor people not buying y'all products, y'all gonna lose money too. Everybody's gonna be affected by what's going on in the world. So, moral of the story is, a bitch been fighting for her life. I'm so grateful. Like, I ain't never thought to the point of wanting to myself up out of here. But just those thoughts of not wanting to, it's been like very difficult, like, because this shit is not fun. I'm not enjoying myself right now. I have quality, and I have like I have standards for myself, that it's just things that I want to acquire in this life, and not because of the glitz and the glam of it, but I want to create opportunities for my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't do that if I'm operating on a mediocre level. I have to go over and beyond. So I'm trying to find that inner fight to like make this shit happen. I don't want to live a normal life. Like, I do want to reach $1 billion in life. You know what I'm saying? I do want to create opportunities for inner city kids, or just kids who don't have, opportunities, or just even young adults and elderly people who have been, living in poverty stricken situations for all their life, or just generational curses that continue to repeat because niggas don't know how to get out of it. I want to create a change. And so it's so frustrating when you want to help the world, but you're still contemplating on helping yourself at the moment. It's so stressful, because I would love to just take off and travel this world and just connect with people and think of different innovative ways to create opportunity and create just access. You know what I'm saying? Like, the wealthy and just people of just high stature in this world, like, they have access to information that we don't. That's why it's like a pyramid scheme, because it's designed for people that are at a lower level to stay at that level. That's what they want us to do, stay at the same level. But it takes having access to that information to know. When you know better, you do better. That's in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, it's definitely, it's a journey, it's a struggle, it's all the hard shit. But if we didn't go through our hardest points in our life, you know, like, it would not make us the people that we're evolving to be. And my best friend told me the other day, she's like, you might not think you're doing what you said that you're doing, but you're doing exactly what it is. And just because you're not getting everything accomplished in one day, you're doing what you said you're going to do. And just even being able to see that in my friends or people around me create opportunities for themselves, like, even the small things gives me motivation to keep pushing forward. So overall, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you come across this and you actually listen to the end, definitely write in the comments that you made it to the end. And I love you so much. And, you know, whatever you're going through in life, hopefully, you know, right now in your life is pretty good. Life gonna have its ups and downs. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're living good right now and things are opening up for you, more power to you. Keep steady on that vibration. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect that something bad is going to happen. Like, keep on that vibration, because you deserve all the blessings that's coming to you. But just know, if any struggles come your way, fight through it, because you're capable and you're strong. And, you know, you have a whole team behind you. You got God, you got angels, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got your ancestors, like, you got your guides, you got your family, you got so much support. And that's the thing I'm telling myself now, like, I literally got so much support. Like, when you're locked in a spiritual realm, beyond just having some type of support here, you can be alone here and not have family, friends, nothing. If you're locked in a spiritual realm, baby, you don't realize, and I'm talking to myself, because that's why I make videos, because really, I be having to minister back to myself, because I don't be knowing how to articulate and express to myself, like, bitch, you can do this. But when you're locked in on the other side, there's nothing that you cannot do. And we just don't be knowing that we have that backing, but literally all you have to do is ask. God is right there, giving you all the tools and resources to accomplish anything that you can think of, but we don't ask. We literally sit and suffer. That's what they designed us to do, is sit and suffer. And so I'm at a point now in life, even when it comes to the type of work that I do, or just getting back on my feet and getting back into the work field, whatever I'm doing, it has to be something I enjoy or something I can tolerate. I am not going to stress myself out and punish myself doing things that do not bring me joy. It's worth it to me. I'm worth enjoying what I do every day. And I'm sorry. And I think everyone is. So we're not going to be just living our dream jobs and just living our best life in every second of life. But I'm going to find that small inkling of happiness in whatever I do. I want to have joy. Like, I was talking to somebody, and I'm going to get up out of here, but I was talking to, I had to make an arrangement on, like, a bill that I had. And the girl, she was articulate, whatever, over the phone, but you could just hear in her voice, her snappiness of, like, what's your name? What's your account number? And it's just like, bitch, what did I do to you? But then I had to think about it. I'm like, this baby is unhappy. She don't want to be on these phones all day, answering her phone and repeating the same thing over and over again. And I totally understand that. And that's where it comes in, where we have to create our opportunities. If you're unhappy, I believe I was listening to, what is his name? He is a very influential money man. He's a white guy, and he is very popular, and you know who he is, but I can't think of him right now, and I'm so irritated. But he was just like, for people who say they hate their jobs, he says, at the end of the day, that says a lot about you. If you're working at a job where either you hate the company, hate the work systems, hate the customers, whatever it is, whatever, you know, keeps you from enjoying that job, he was like, that says more about you than it does the job, that you're going to continue to work at a job that you absolutely hate, or that you know, just have pains to go to in the morning. And that really stuck with me, that we literally force ourselves to do things we don't want to do, but then be upset while we're doing it. I don't want to be at work having an attitude, doing whatever I'm doing, talking to the person that I'm servicing because I'm unhappy with my life. That's not fair to that person or the service that you decided to sign up to. So I feel like creating more opportunities for ourselves and actually going that mile to get ourselves where we want to be is worth it. Because I'm not going to accept that this life is full of just suffering. Not for me. I'm going to find my medium. I've definitely gone through my hardships. I've definitely hit my walls plenty of times, but I'm going to enjoy my life. and I'm going to have a beautiful, great life. And one day I'm going to look back and be able to share with someone all of my struggles to encourage somebody else to keep pushing, because I'm going to make it through, and so are you. So if you're having a rough time, do whatever you got to do that's necessary for your well-being and get your shit together, because we got shit to do. And the world needs more of us, more innovators. Like, everybody want to be a follower, but nobody's trying to lead. And the influencers that we have out here not influencing you to do shit. So how about influence these people, our people, to actually do good and to create opportunities? What's up on a blockchain? What's up on crypto? I don't know shit about it. Teach me. We need more communities where we can share our knowledge. What's up on the latest holistic healing and care? You know what I'm saying? How do we heal from these traumas? How do these young people break these generational curses? That's what we need to be influencing, not, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that we see on the daily in social media, or the who's and what celebrities are doing and who they hooking up with. I'm just realizing this shit is just so, it's literally designed to keep us distracted. All the shit we feed into. You might feed into your own type of junk food for the brain, but like the stuff that we see every day, I be having to detach from social media, even though like I'll scroll on TikTok, which is my little niche right now, but it's crazy. It's literally is a disease. It's crazy how media or the internet is it can be such a beautiful place. You can learn so much, and it's the same curse in the same token. So moderation, y'all. Speak over your life and keep getting up and trying again, no matter how hard, no matter what you're going through. If you had a bad day, get some rest and get up and try again. So I love y'all so much. I ain't even about to edit this shit. I'm gonna just try to post this because I ain't made a video in a long time, and I just want to get some shit off my chest. So if you happen to watch this and you want to hear more, or, you know, want to see me make another video, it won't be this long, but I really would appreciate it. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all in the next one. Praise God. Love yourself. Love those around you. Be good. Be just. Love your life and live your life. And do what the fuck you want. And your dreams can come true, okay? Because I've been doing a little freestyling. Check out my TikTok, Map for L, while you playing. Boy.